The average adult has an attention span of approximately 8 seconds. Can you believe that? This is data I pulled up on Google. I heard this from another source, so I had to pull it up and look for myself. I didn't dive into it too much, into the research, into all the variables that are in play, but it does say the average adult's attention span is 8 seconds. You guys, that is about the same as a goldfish. I remember when I was a kid, we used to make fun of, people, oh, you have the memory of a fish, because, fish don't have like a long attention span or a memory. And now it has become a reality. This is incredible. When I actually first heard this statistic, it was at night before I was getting ready for bed when I really looked into it, and I was so mad. We as a human race need to fix this as soon as possible. Now, I'm going to give you guys some tools that you can use to help increase your attention span. Now, I want you to understand who this is coming from. Okay, I was diagnosed with severe ADHD when I was in my 20s. Okay, I'm now in my 30s, approaching 40. And I now have the ability to focus better than the average adult by quite a bit. And I'm not trying to brag or say anything. I have just put a lot of time and mental effort into overcoming those disabilities. And now that I have turned them into one of my strengths. I put a lot of time and effort and focus into being able to focus and have an attention span for longer than 8 seconds. So I'm not trying to brag. I say it because if I can do it, somebody who is diagnosed with severe ADHD, if I can do it, you can definitely do this as well. And I'm going to share with you 4 major things you can do and a 5th little bonus thing to increase your attention span and your ability to focus. Okay. Now, this is not scripted. I'm just going off of my own mind here, but I have thought of 4 different things that can help you. So let's go ahead and go through those. Number 1 is meditate. Meditating is going to increase your attention span, I believe, better than just about anything. And if you don't know how to meditate, there's a lot of tutorials out there on how to meditate. I might even make a tutorial of my own, but meditating is absolutely one of the most powerful tools you will find in being able to learn to focus, clear your head, and increase your attention span. It will help you have more patience. It will help you to feel happier. It will help you to be able to go into stressful situations much calmer. It's going to make your life better. It can improve your relationships, everything. Meditating is incredibly, incredibly powerful, and I think super important. Every human on planet Earth should be meditating. That's it, period. I can't tell you enough how much I highly recommend meditating. So 1 is to meditate. 2 is to read. Read books. And when you read books, pay attention to what you are reading. Emphasis on the word attention, like attention span. Give the book your attention. I don't care what you're reading, just read something. I think it's best to read something that's educational, so it's a double whammy. You learn something valuable. On top of that, you're learning how to focus and give something your attention. So reading, number 2. Number 3, I think is it's a super important skill that you need to have, especially if you want to be successful or have healthy relationships or be able to effectively communicate. I want you to do this exercise. Call somebody that you know. Maybe it's a parent, a child, a friend, your significant other. Just call them. Have a conversation with them. But your conversation is about you giving them your attention. So you're to call this person and ask them questions. And when they answer the question, validate them in whatever their answer is. So for example, let's say I call my mom and I'm like, hey mom, how's your day? And she goes, good. I go, great. What have you been up to today? And then she goes, oh, I've been running around doing this, and that. And, oh, I got to doing this thing. You get them to talking a little bit. And while they're talking, you pay attention to what they're saying. Focus on them. Okay, listen. And then they're going to say something that you can help validate. So I'm like, yeah, that was, and they're talking about what they did, and they go, oh yeah, I was at the store. No. They're going to say something that, let's say, but man, I got a lot done today. Like, wow, you did get a lot done today. That's really awesome. Find something to spark conversation to get them to talking, and you pay attention. When you do that, one, you're going to make that person feel amazing because somebody actually cares about what they're saying, which is insanely important for relationships. And two, you're going to increase your own ability to pay attention. And three, guess what? You never know what opportunities are going to happen by having that conversation. I can't tell you how many times things have manifested in my life through a conversation. I had a guy recently make a deal with me to fix one of my vehicles. It was a van that I've been building into a camper van, and it's had a major oil leak. And he came over and wanted me to print him some t-shirts. And we just got to talking, and I'm doing this. I'm giving him my attention. And as we're talking, we get to talking about my van randomly. And he's like, bro, make a deal. You print me a few shirts and I'll fix your van. And the van was going to cost quite a bit to fix, but he just fixed it for me, printing up a handful of t-shirts. All because I engaged in a conversation and I gave him my attention. So you never know what manifestations and blessings can come through just a conversation. Well, it's no wonder our divorce rate is so high. Our people aren't giving their significant others more than 8 seconds of their freaking attention. Come on, you guys. Practice giving people your attention. Please do this. Okay, number 4 is to watch long form content. Okay, we have TikTok. We have YouTube Shorts, which I'm starting to upload on Shorts now, so I'm kind of like, make them at least 60 seconds long. It's a lot better than 8 seconds. You've got Instagram Reels, people just flying through stuff, getting their little fix for a few seconds, then moving on to the next thing. Okay, long form content. So anything from like 7 minutes to an hour. Go onto YouTube, look up something you want to know. Watch the video in its entirety and give the video your attention. Learn some skills. Learn anything. Go learn about sleep. Go learn about diet. Go learn about exercise. Go learn about the law of attraction. Go learn about any self-help topic. How about what's a healthy relationship look like? How to be happy. Okay? And watch the videos. How to stay youthful forever. Anything. Go type it into YouTube and go watch the video and give it your attention. And maybe you can even take a notepad with you and write down things as you go that stand out to you. Give it your focus and your attention and get something out of that. Do that at least once a week. Watch some long form content, give it your attention, listen to the speaker, and get information out of it. Give it your attention. Don't be so hung up on these 8-second videos that you're actually, they're like, I don't know, short form content can be like what? Up to 60 seconds. On TikTok, I think you can do longer videos now. I don't know what Instagram Reels time frame is, but I mean, when I go look at time frames on my other YouTube channels and I see how much of a video people actually watch, it's always like 20 to 30%. And then they're like, don't make your content boring. And I'm like, bro, like what? Do I need to have explosions and action and Iron Man and freaking Spider-Man and Goku and some guy ollieing off the Grand Canyon like every second? Like, dude, no. Give something your attention. So much information is on the internet that people are not getting because they can't pay for attention for more than 8 seconds. Now, I don't know how true that statistic is, okay? But regardless, we can obviously see, especially through social media, how much our attention span has declined. Look at relationships. People don't even know how to have relationships anymore, you guys. I want to do anything I can to help the planet, to help the human race, to help us improve our lives. Those 4 things, if you can do those things, start doing those on a regular basis. Let's see, what were they? So this is not scripted. We got meditating, reading, learning how to pay attention to people in a conversation, and the last one that we just talked about, watching long form content. Give it your attention. Okay, this last one is a bonus. I would highly recommend doing this as well, is to remove Facebook from your phone, remove Instagram from your phone, and remove TikTok from your phone. Those are used so much for short form content or just scrolling, and it's just ruining the brain. You can still check those, but do it on something else. Maybe have a separate iPad for doing that later once a day. Or for me, it's on my computer. So once a day or once every couple of days, I'll go on and go check Facebook. And I don't know, I should check my Instagram more because I have business and stuff on Instagram. But the idea is you want to get away from scrolling. I'm going crazy with scrolling. Remove those apps from your phone. YouTube, I would still keep on your phone. That's going to take some self-control, and I'll let you decide because you still have YouTube Shorts and it's easy to get on there and start scrolling. But I have found that it's a little more difficult because there's so much long-form content on YouTube. So it's a little more deliberate. TikTok, the second you open up TikTok, boom, it throws a video right in front of you. It doesn't even take you to your profile. It's just wham. Oh, look at the video. Oh, next. Before you know it, you're entrenched and an hour goes by and you could have been productive, but instead you've been frying your brains. Trust me, I know, I've been there. So remove those apps from your phone. Go check those social media apps once in a while, maybe on your computer or a separate tablet or something that's dedicated for that. Once a day or a few times a week. Get away from that. And instead, when you do that, notice how much of your time frees up. And when you remove the apps, notice how often you go to your phone and you go to do something out of habit because you've become so addicted, it's become ingrained into your brain. Trust me, I know, I've been there. You go to pick up your phone randomly and you're like, oh yeah, I don't have those apps on here anymore. You put the phone down and go read a page out of a book. Go work on a project. Go do something productive. Go spend some time with your kids or your significant other. Go on a walk. Go exercise. Do a few workouts. Do some yoga. Anything. Meditate. You guys, so much time will be freed up by not having those apps on your phone. I could go on with this forever. I'm curious if anybody has had enough attention span to watch this entire video. If you have, you guys, there's a lot of really good, important information here that can make your life better. So for those of you who have made it this far, congratulations. Maybe you will take steps to start improving your attention span, but you've already got a pretty decent attention span because you watched this entire video. Anyways, if you have, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. I hope this is helpful for you guys. I say all this with respect and love, hoping to help the planet be a better place. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.